So we're back after a couple of weeks. It's been a long time, nearly a month, I suppose, at this stage.
Oh, why?
It's all my fault, realistically. So for all of August, I went on a family holiday. We missed one of the biggest shows of the year, and there's no point in saying we didn't, and that is the Strongest Man on Earth. There was a lot of controversy wrapped around it, and a lot of people have asked us to make a video. However, I think it's
kind of too late.
It's too late. It's gone past, and I apologize. That's all down to me.
Yeah.
It was right in the middle of when I was on holidays. However, we're back. We're back for another big show, and that is the Giants Live World Open and Log Lift Championship.
Yep.
And when it comes to the Log Lift Championship, we have a guy that was supposed to be at the axle record attempt, I suppose you want to call it, and that's Iron Biby. Now, Iron Biby, for some reason we don't know,
It was no show.
there's no show at the axle attempt, and Mitchell Hooper ended up setting a new record,
Which is great, I think.
it is, and
Yeah.
you've said it like multiple times that it's better for a competing strongman to have a title, I suppose, than a one-trick pony, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he kind of Iron Biby is like one trick pony at this point. You know, he's not really competing a lot, and I know it's to do with his situation and his country and traveling and all this stuff. But still, I don't know like why he didn't show up on in the axle competition, because it's like it's his record to
Like if you had a
defend,
record and you have a chance to defend it.
Yeah, you should defend it. Like, you know.
Well, look,
I know his lifts are kind of controversial with his lockouts and stuff like that. Like Mitch Hooper was like spot on. Like apart from his technique as such, some people, I don't think too many, but some people have an issue with it.
Yeah, Olympic
Split jerk,
weightlifting type.
Yeah, so I don't have an issue. I think if it's within the rules, it's fine. There's
Exactly.
no issue with it.
Like he's not the first person to hit on the edge of the cusp of rules, I suppose.
Yeah. So to me, it's like when Bibi was trying to break the record was way worse. Like how many attempts did he have? Like
Four attempts.
4 attempts. Like, you know, and
Soft
eventually
lockouts.
he got it. Yeah, but even the lockouts were like kind of like sort of dodgy.
That's what I'm saying, soft lockouts.
Yeah. So
At least with Mitchell, it was a full-on proper lockout. Great strength, everything. He would look calm under the bar.
Yeah.
So, look, everybody has their own opinions
Yeah.
on it. Again, like we were saying, we don't know why Iron Biby wasn't there. If you know, like, let us know in the comment section down below. We've tried to see online. I've checked a couple of websites and
there was nothing
chat places and things. I just look. I can't find it personally. So if you do know or you have an idea why he wasn't there, just let us know in the comments down below. However, he is one of the 13 athletes that will be competing. I say 13 because we will have 12 athletes competing the rest of the competition. Iron Biby will solely be there for the log lift, and that's it. He's currently in the UK from what we hear. So the other 12 athletes is a bit different than what we usually have with Giants Live, which is good to see. A bit of a mix-up. So the 12 athletes we have are, like always, I suppose, at this stage, is Mitchell Hooper. We then have Evan Singleton, Alexei Novikov, Ivor Schmaukstilis, Paddy Haynes, Kevin Fairs, Andrew Futu, Maxime Boudreau, Nathan Goldtree, Thomas Evans, Luke Richardson, and Gavin Bilton. They will be competing in 5 events. As we know, obviously, it's the max log lift. So the very first event will be the max log.
Yeah.
They will then have a sandbag toss, deadlift for reps, arm over arm for a truck pull, and then we have the power stairs rounded off compared to, I suppose, Atlas Stones as usual.
Yeah. So power stairs are coming back into
the realm of things.
Yeah, realm of things that what do you call fashion.
Flashbacks.
Yeah. Don't mind that. No flashbacks. Don't worry about that.
Again, look, it's obviously it's a Giants Live show. It's kind of the same format as everything's done, except I think it's changed up a good bit from like what we've seen the last 2 years. Like, you know, the last 2 years we've had shows and they were kind of copy and paste for a while.
Yeah, kind of like doing the same events over and over again.
Just
but
with an athlete or two different.
To do with logistics as well.
It makes sense. Like you have to have a massive warehouse to have all this equipment and things.
Power stairs is like such a big
huge
implement, you know. So you have to carry from one location to another. It's not.
And then storing them in general.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing. However, they're changing it up, which is nice to see. I suppose like when they're coming towards the end of the calendar, I think they have 3 more shows left.
3 more shows,
yeah. And that's it. But like the max log has been there for a while now, and the athletes that are there competing now, I don't think we have as good a log lifters that was there years ago.
No, I think the only person like Iron Biby is probably the only one who can break the record.
Yeah.
Mitch Hooper, I know that he might want that record, but he's not there yet.
I think it was 211.
211.
He got in training.
That's his best lift. You know, like you can disregard the guy when it comes to any like sort of world record, but at this point, I don't think that he's there yet.
Next year, if he does the train
Next
like he did
year,
for the
maybe
axle,
in 2 years, because in axle, he used that technique and it worked like 100% for him. But with the log, it's not the same. You know?
there's a lot of like, correlation between like a normal bar and an axle bar.
Like only a couple of people were able to like hit 220 or more, like Graham Hicks, Luke Stallman, like, you know, and Iron Biby. I don't know how many more people.
Like they're the only people I realistically think that can get close to that 220 mark.
Yeah.
Eddie in his prime, probably he never did it.
No, he tried to break the record and it was very close, but he just didn't, you know. But Thor was never close to 220. Mateusz was close with 217, I think, but he never got to 220.
These are the types of guys that,
So it's a hard one. Log is actually very hard. You kind of need to be like a big dude, like, you know, like Bibi or...
That have a big chest.
Yeah, big chest. Like Graham as well for his height. He's massive. There was times what he was weighing like 174 kilos, like at 5.
The same height as you.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's like just like you shouldn't be that heavy.
Like the thing as well with the log versus, like, it's not even log versus anything. It's like log is the same as any overhead thing.
Yeah.
Like 2.5 kilos is a game changer.
It's massive.
Because you think of it like your shoulder is such a tiny joint.
Yeah.
Like it's, when you think of the grand scheme of things, like when you see like your hip, you know, you say like you have the ball and socket in your hip, you have like the massive muscles that are in your legs and things like that. When you look at the small amount of muscles that are around your shoulder and the small joint.
Even in the Olympic weightlifting, all these guys, they go by 2.5s when they increase their weight. And it's usually like, you would think 2.5 is not a lot of weight, but like one successful lift, 2.5 kilos more, and they fail like completely the lift. And you would think, how is that possible? You know, but like it's easy to put more weight on a deadlift, but when it comes to overhead, the margins are really, really small.
It's like anybody that does like train in the gym, like a military press or an overhead press. If you said military press, you could do like 10 reps of 50 kilos. You go up to 55 kilos, it feels like a different weight altogether. So look, when it comes to the max log, unless Iron Biby is in shape that he's going to break the log, and I haven't seen much about it.
It's possible.
It is possible, but I haven't seen much trend or any footage about it. I don't think we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see a log. Actually, I don't even say we won't see. I could nearly 100% guarantee we won't see a new log.
New record. I think like, with BB again, like we said, we don't know. But the rest of the guys, I think anyone who will hit 210 or more,
but again,
it's going to be a good result.
See, the thing is,
I can see too many people doing that either.
Mitch is too smart to put too much effort on himself.
He's not chasing the world.
He's not chasing the record, and he is a very smart athlete.
Yeah,
so like,
want to win the whole thing.
Exactly. So if he sees that like the next best lift is like 205, he's going to go 210.
Yeah.
Leave it at that. Because I know, like when you look at Andre Futu, we were seen a couple of years ago at the log lift championships. What was he, 21? No, he wasn't even. He was sub 20 years old.
Yeah.
And he did 206 kilos.
Yeah. So that's a good competition for him actually to test himself out. Yeah. So he's potentially, because we don't have Tom competing. Who do we have? We have Evan, potentially top 3. You know, I don't think I could like. Let's be honest. Look, Mitch will win this one.
Mitch will,
unless the injury stops him. Other than that, he's like it's him and the rest of the guys.
Yeah, because but the log itself, like realistically, you could say if Lucas Hatton was there, he would have been a good lifter.
Yeah, he would be a good challenge. Yeah, but
Maxime Boudreau set a record 206.
What? Get 2.6, 2.10.
Yeah,
probably on the best on a good day. But other than that, I just don't see anyone who can for the win. No, when it comes to overall competition, but Mitch Hooper. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So he's literally a good bit ahead of everyone. Only Thor at the moment. Tom in shape.
That's it. They're the only people.
Because the only people who can.
Alexei, he still has problems with his elbow from what it looks like.
I don't think that he has. I think he's just. I don't know with Alexei. He might be just done as a strongman. He peaked already, and he peaked very early in his career. He won World's Strongest Man at 23 years of age.
He's the world's strongest man.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can peak twice in your life.
No. Again, it's hard to believe, but like Alexei and myself, like we're the same age.
Yeah, kind of the same age.
I think there's like a year in between us or something. Maybe 2. I think 2 years.
I think, yeah.
Which is hard to believe that Alexei at my age was on top of the world. Like, no one could beat him.
So young, and like it was kind of scary, but I always wonder, like when you win World's Strongest Man, the strength sport, the pinnacle of strength sport at such a young age, like how long can you last? And Alexei kind of proved it in a way that you can't last too long. Yeah. So if you try to really get in shape and try to push your body at very young age, that means you shorten your career.
It can backfire a little bit.
Yeah. So I think that's what happened with Novikov. It just kind of like backfired on him, and I don't think that he can be again at that level.
Yeah, Luke Richardson now as well. He's competing. Another young guy. Now
he's not young.
He is young.
He's not young.
27.
Yeah, he's not young.
Hey.
Mitch Hooper is 28, 29.
Yeah,
is he?
He's young. They're all young.
You know what is young? Novikov winning
23.
World's Strongest Man at 23. That's young.
But again, Luke Richardson, we've seen like he's done 190 in training on the log.
Yes.
So look, if you can get to 200, we see like the likes of Paddy Haynes is competing as well. He'd be lucky to get the opener from, I'd say. Like the opener's probably 170, 180.
160 maybe.
You think 160?
Yeah, could be 160 because the lineup is not that
log. Yeah, for the log, it's not the greatest.
Yeah, so
for a strongman show, look.
No, it's decent. Decent.
Look, Gavin Bilton has not competed the best and what he's been before. Like I know.
Yeah, Gavin.
Was it last year he did very well, and then from this year Giants Live it seems to be kind of poor.
He did pretty well in a couple of the competition, but
when he lost the weight.
Yeah, he can't be consistent.
Yeah.
With the wins, like he's kind of like, he can be top 3 in some competition and then just drops down to 7th or 8th place in another one. So I think the problem with him is just to be consistent enough to finish in top 3. Then you can start considering him as a real threat to win the competition.
Yeah, but even when it comes to winning the competition, like you see, again, I think this competition is like second place is what's open because Mitchell Hooper, I can see.
Yes.
Like there's no way he can lose.
Evan again.
The log he's going to win. Yeah, log he's going to win.
Yeah.
Sandbag tosser, he had the record on the 15 kilo keg. He has a good throw. Deadlift for reps. He did 8 on 360 axle easy.
That's equal record, right?
Equal record.
Yeah, with Litzes.
Yeah, arm over arm. Sure, he's done a really heavy one.
Yeah, his grip
classic.
is very good. Like
and power stair. Sure.
Yeah, he's
again.
Yeah,
does not. I don't think anyone.
He probably will win the competition with 4 events.
If maybe even 3 events.
Yeah,
like, you never know.
Yeah,
but, like. You see some new guys like Thomas Evans. We know he's competed a couple of times. It's his first time at Giants Live. Nathan Goldtree was at OSG last year. He podiumed. Now he's competing. He was in Group 5 of World's Strongest Man. He finished second last. Like, it's a big jump for some guys. Yeah. I don't know, but I think you could easily say that Mitchell Hooper is going to win, and second and third place is open for everybody.
It's going to be open. Yeah, probably Evan and Futu.
Yeah,
second and third, or second. Evan is just
again. Look, we'd love to hear what you think at home because I don't know. Iron Biby is only going to be competing at the log. Mitchell Hooper, I think we could easily say is going to win it.
Did someone? Am I imagining? Did someone said that Iron Biby might try to break the deadlift record?
Yeah, I've heard that last year. Apparently, he was saying that he'd go for the deadlift record.
I can't. Like how?
I don't know.
I haven't seen his deadlift, but it seems like all he does is just trains shoulders.
Yeah, overhead focused.
If he said that, that's kind of like, I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's
mind-boggling.
Crazy talk. Yeah, if you ask me.
So we're a bit rusty, I suppose, after a couple of weeks off. But look, we wanted to make this video because it looks. Look, when it comes to the log, when it comes to deadlifts, anything like that, like log, in my opinion, is one of my favorite events. Like I really like the log. When you see like past lifters that were just, I don't know, crazy weights, like over 220 kilos. Once you go over 200 kilos.
Big Z is so impressive with the log.
Just strong shoulders, strong chest.
Yeah, just do it as like.
And again, it's a staple of strongman. Like, you have certain events that just have to be strongman focused.
To me, is like Axel, like when it comes to overhead records, right? I'll put this. Log is number 1. I think log is like a pinnacle of overhead press and strongman because it's like that's our event, like
that's it.
Traditional event.
That's it.
Like what do you call that?
It's one of the center points of strongman.
Of strongman, Atlas stones, the log, and what else? I don't know what else. Farmers walk. Probably these 3 events. Who would say like that's what how you know the strongman sport.
Super yoke.
No, not as much.
No, because kind of gone into CrossFit now.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. So
But
I
look,
think,
the reason I like log is because you can't mess around with the log.
yeah, you can.
It's
No.
going to mess around with you.
So that's why I put log when it comes to overhead first, probably axle second, and then dumbbell. And block is fourth place. Like
you
know,
really like the block as well.
Yeah, I like the block, but people don't really use it that much.
Yeah.
Anymore. It's kind of dangerous as well.
Very, very dangerous.
Can go
Right
over the
into
head,
nose.
can land on your head, like in a certain angle, can open your skull in a way. You know, so it's like dangerous of it. But nevertheless, it's. I think that's the order when it comes to overhead lifts in strongman sport.
When it comes to the log, we'd love to know what your opinion is. Do you think there'll be a new record set? In my opinion, I don't think there will be. Who is going to win the competition afterwards? Because we know that Iron Biby is only going to be in the first event. So look, there's so many ways you could look at the show, but please let us know in the comment section down below what you think. Like always, make sure to subscribe, and if you are subscribed, please press the bell icon. It'll keep you up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers, and we'll see you in a future video.
See you later, guys.